Hello folks and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft How to Build. Manticore here, and today we are going to be going over the last barn that I promised I'd be making here. So, in the last episode, we went ahead and built this large farm barn. As you can see here, it houses our cows, and it's also got some pigs on the inside, which will eventually have a nice little pen right over here as well. That's not in today's episode. For today, we are going to be going right over here, beyond our manual crop farms, beyond our advanced house, and to this little frame that I've already set up. So, for this barn, this is going to be different than the farm barn which we built over there, and also different than the stables, which you can see right over there. Now, for this one, not only is it going to be a barn, but it's also going to be a house. So, getting right into it, we're going to go ahead and start with the barn level, and we're going to go ahead and build this in the form of an advanced building, which basically just means that the walls are one block inside of the frame. So tracing it along here, we're going to go ahead and build it up with spruce, and then we'll bring it right over here, and this is going to be the entrance of our gate. Or, I guess it's kind of a gate, it's also kind of a door, but that's going to be it right there. And then we're also going to need an entrance over here on this side. Now, since this is a odd build, I think we'll actually do it a little bit more like that. And now, coming in here, we're going to go ahead and lay down the floor really quick. And, whoops, the way that I want this barn to work is basically the entire lower level of this building is the barn section. And the upper level is where the small house section is. Now, what inspired this is I actually had a build very similar to this, or at least concept-wise it was similar, and this was my main survival building back in, 1.14? It was the update right before the aquatics update, and it actually merged into that for a very short time. But so that's kind of what inspired this build. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay down some dirt in this section. It's actually going to be coarse dirt. That way we don't have to worry about there being grass on the inside of the building. And then, setting the time back today, we'll come back out here and we'll continue building up this spruce wall. Now, if we go up to about here with it, then we do the same thing right over here. We'll make our little doorway, and then we'll just build this part up all the way around as well. Okay, now since this side of the wall backs to the mountain along with this one, I'm not going to worry about putting in any kind of windows or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and build this up all spruce. And then we're going to go ahead and build it all the way up to the frame. Now, one of the things you might have noticed when I built this frame is that I actually did it a little bit on the taller side. So it is, let's see, it is, I believe that's 5 high with 1 across. So it's a little bit taller than your traditional build. But at the same time, since it is a barn on the underside, we want to make sure that it's got plenty of room down below. Now we're going to go ahead and just finish up this wall, and then we'll head out here to the outside. And we'll go ahead and add in a small window. Right about there should be centered all around. And so now the idea of this build is that when you first walk in, you've got this small section which this is actually going to be a llama barn. And so the llamas, they don't have access right here. They're going to be secluded to that side of the barn. And we'll just go ahead and throw in that spruce fence for now. And then we'll also go ahead and add... I think I want to go ahead and do a higher window, so we'll fill in that part. And then we'll bring in the glass down here. And we'll go ahead and fill in these two. There we go. Now, coming back around to here, we're going to go ahead and finish off this inner one. And I shouldn't have moved that quite yet. There it is. Alright, we'll put the doors in over here as well. And this way we've got a nice little enclosed barn section. And I know we usually do this towards the end, but let's go ahead and do it now. We'll throw down a cauldron for a trough with water. And what do llamas eat? Do they just eat grass and hay? Well, I guess we'll go ahead and give them a little bit of hay here. Maybe we'll do a little pile of it. That way they've got plenty. Oops. Something like that, maybe. That way they've got lots of hay that they can eat. And we'll go ahead and throw them in here now while we're working. Like so. And I think... I was hoping for some other colors, but I guess we just got 2 brown and 2 white. Okay, so I think 4 should be good for now. We'll leave them be. And coming back out to here, we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, I kind of want to do something right about there. But we'll leave it be for now. And then moving up to here, this is going to be a completely different looking build style. So I don't even want to use wood for it. I want to use something different. Let's go ahead and use... Oh, I kind of want to use stone, but I think we'll go ahead and just use something that looks a little bit cleaner for this build. So we'll use some quartz and concrete powder, sort of like we did with the other advanced building. We could use wool as well, actually. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And where's our concrete powder at? There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and build up 1 in. And we'll just place that there for now. Yeah, we should be okay with just using 4 at this point. And then I actually want to go ahead and bring it out all the way across like this. And then we'll just go ahead and finish up this quick rectangle frame. There we go. And we'll put in that concrete powder. Now, if you do have access to a lot of quartz, I would recommend that for when you first start out. Even though I do like how white the concrete powder is, the fact that it is affected by gravity like sand makes it a little hard to build with. So we'll go ahead and lay down a layer of quartz here first. Coming around here, we're just going to fill it all up, and then we'll take out the windows after. If you are building in creative, or not in creative, but if you're building in survival, it might be a little bit easier to build with the blueprint in mind so that you don't have to cut out those windows. But since we are in creative right now, it's not too much work to go ahead and switch that up. Now for this build, I think we're going to go ahead and grab some slabs here actually. I don't know if we have any yet. Let's actually do that. And then we'll go ahead and fill up this intersection here. And so now you can see that we're kind of moving on towards the actual barn part of this build, or the actual house part of this barn. Let's see. I think we'll do it something like that for the first window. Oops. There we go. And then we'll do a small little 2x2 window over here. And then the front door, I was going back and forth on this. Originally I was kind of thinking up there, but now I'm thinking we might be able to do something cool right about here. So we'll go ahead and add that front door right there. And then we're also going to go ahead and throw in some fences as a little bit of a balcony around this place. And we're actually going to be getting rid of those since there'll be some stairs coming up right through there. But you know what? I think I want to replace these with dark oak because the spruce is blending in a little too much with the floor at this point. There we go. That's looking pretty cool. And now we'll go ahead and I think a part of me kind of wants to go ahead and bring this all the way around. Even though it's not necessary, it kind of makes a nice little addition. A little bit of a detail here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and leave it like that for now. And then we need to go ahead and put in this second floor. Hi, llamas. Okay. Bring this all the way across. Okay. And so then just like that, we've got a nice little build coming along, and we're going to add the roof frame next. And we'll just make this a single increase right here since there's not much to work with. And then a part of me wants to do it with dark oak like we did with there, but at the same time I think we might want to switch it up a bit. So let's go ahead and use a... I think we'll do a dark oak door for this one. Even though I really don't like the gold, as it looks a little too modern for the doorknob, we'll use it anyways. And then let's go ahead and find some stairs. So for this one, I'm kind of thinking if you've got all this quartz, you should have nether brick as well by this point. So we'll do a nether brick roof because why not? And as you're building up this structure, if you're doing this in your own world, you can use whatever blocks you want. If you don't like the white quartz on the upper level, change it out. Do some stone or some brick, whatever you fancy. And then you could even change up the spruce planks that we used down below to whatever color you want to do. Again, this is just a general thing, a general design that you can kind of follow and kind of learn how to build with, or something to inspire you and give you ideas for your own world. If this were one of those boring how-to videos, which it's totally not because look at the title. It's totally not a how-to video. But if this were like one of those other ones that is just all music and pretty much just lay down this layer with stone, follow this frame, do this, I guess essentially what I'm saying is this is not one of those instructional videos because I'd be doing it a lot differently. And honestly, I feel like you don't learn anything from those videos, which is why I like to do my how to build videos in this format. I like to kind of talk through it and kind of walk you through my process. That way, you guys can sort of learn on your own. Okay, so now that we've got this roof coming in, I think I kind of want to add a chimney to this as well. So we'll go right into here, and then, oh, I don't know, we'll just do something like, well, maybe not right there. Let's go up top and take a look. Maybe one lower here in this corner is where we'll do our little chimney. Okay, and so we've got this here, and let's go ahead and grab some brick. And we'll use that. And maybe that. And maybe, oh, here we got that. Maybe that. Okay, so let's see what we can build with this. Alright, so I'm thinking something a little bit like that. And then let's do some slabs here. I'm kind of leaning towards some polished andesite for this. Something like that, maybe? And a little bit like that. Maybe not that. Let's do another slab. Let's do that. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and grab the, what's it called? Campfire. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. So this isn't a functional one, it's purely just design, and we'll come back through there and work on it a little bit later. I just wanted to add this chimney for now. And then I just want to see how this will look. That's kind of cool, gives it a little bit of variety. I think we'll leave it like that. And then we've got to go ahead and do the way up here. So now I'm kind of thinking that we do it using some dark oak. And we'll do slabs again. And those are just generally a little bit easier to work with. And then we'll also bring down the spruce logs that we were working with before. Okay, so I want this to be more of a gradual dip. So we'll come out with it 3 like so. And then we'll go out to here and here. And we'll throw in one right there just so that we don't have that little hole. Then I'm thinking right down to here. Oops. Right down to there. And down to there. One more. There we go. And I don't know, that's kind of a little too long. What if at this point we switch to steps? Okay, so that's that. Okay, yeah, so I like that incline a lot better. Now, I kind of want to leave that. Let's go ahead and grab some dirt and level this out. Then at this point I'm just kind of playing around with this to see what I like. I don't know whether I want to keep it bordered up like this, because generally on front steps you'd see like a railing. So it's kind of what I'm going for. Maybe we'll bring this out to here and then just do one like that. Because honestly, I'm not a big fan of the way that they would just float otherwise. Although, you know, it doesn't look too bad. Now let's go ahead and bring this out like this. And we'll bring this up. And then something like this, maybe? How does this feel coming down? Yeah, you know, it's a little bit bulky, but I do like it. And then you've got this little bit of a shed area too, so I don't know what you could put out here. You could do some extra storage, you could do convert it into a doghouse, you could do all sorts of stuff with this, really. Make it a little tool shed, put in your crafting table. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that. Or actually do that, and then we'll do those 2 furnaces. Even though it's not a kitchen. We've got like a sort of a little toolsmith area right down here, which is kind of neat. Okay, so we'll leave that like so for now. Actually, I can't help it. I'm too motivated. I'm enjoying this build too much. Let's see, can we... Oh, those are already half... Wait. Those are half slabs, so can we open a chest through those, or will it not work? I just want to test this out. Oh, we can open it. Nice. Okay, so we'll do something like that. And then maybe we make this into dirt as well. And then we'll make that a path block. But that is not what we're working... Well, actually, I guess we are just about to that point. For now, I want to go ahead and add the llama enclosure because this is supposed to be a barn build. So we'll go ahead and do that fencing in right through here. Okay, a little something like that, I'm thinking. And then I do want to go ahead... Oh, we've got a llama there. Okay. I was just going to say, I want to add a small little window there to give it something to it. It's looking a little empty. Oh, you know what else we could do? Rather than doing that, let's go ahead and replace it. And then using these dark oak, let's go ahead and make a little bit of a support beam. And does that look big enough? No, I'm thinking we go... Well, we don't want it to be too low, so maybe that is good. And if we do something like that... Okay. I don't know how I feel about it since this does have that weird shape to it. Maybe something like... No. We did that? It looks a little too big. Okay, maybe we will just be doing that then. And you know what? What if we did some upside down stairs? Okay. It's not too bad. And then let's remove that torch there and add some more fences right there. Oh, let's do that actually. And then I think we'll go ahead and get rid of this again. I know, I can't make up my mind. I will fix that. Now that it's got this here, it doesn't look so bad with all that spruce. Okay, and then we want to go ahead and do our little doorbell. Oh, and you know what? Let's add some windows to, what are those called? Those, window shutters. There we go. Got a nice cozy fire in there. It's looking real nice. And then go ahead and grab this shovel. And then I feel like there was something else that I wanted to do. What else did I want to do with this? Oh, I guess we have to do a little bit more to the interior still. Okay, so something like that. Let's just do it like that, right? Yeah. Okay. And then we could throw in some gates right here too. Oh, wrong color. There we go. Alright, and then I think we'll just go ahead and touch up this inside a little bit more so that it doesn't look so plain. And this is kind of just additional stuff, since I did go over a lot of interior decorating in one of my other videos. I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and I'll bring you guys back once we've decked out this inside a little bit more. Alright, we have completed the interiors of this building, and I'm going to go ahead and show it off to you guys here real quick before we call it for the day. Now we're going to go ahead and start out down here in the barn section, since this is a barn build. And also, I'm not sure if I showed that, but there is a chest up there. We added in some shelving, kind of like a desk or a work shelf, with a lamp, of course, and we've got some shelving up here as well for chests, some carpet, saddles, or lassos, whatever you might need for your llama buddies, and an extra barrel of hay as well. And we also touched up the mud around this area, along with hanging these two lights in order to give us some more light in here. That way our llama friends aren't in the dark. And really quick before we do move on, the blocks that we used in order, or the blocks that we added to the coarse dirt is brown wool and also brown concrete powder. Whoops. Brown concrete powder. So those make a really nice blend in with the dark dirt type texture. And then coming up here, we're gonna go check out the house really quick. I added these two plants on the outside, and I also substituted some of the quartz throughout here with wool and concrete powder. That kind of gives the texture a little bit of a mix-up. And then I think you guys saw me starting to place that plant there, but we added a shelf up here with another chest and a potted cactus because it has to like the heat being so close to the fireplace. Then we also added this rug, a little couch, and a side table made of just a log with a lamp. Then we've also got our little kitchen area. We've got a fridge, shelving, sink, etc. Pretty much everything you'd see in our other sink builds. And we also added a beam up here, which we could hang these bookshelves from. And at first I just added the bookshelves, and I really liked this idea, but they seemed a little out of place just floating, which is why I added that beam. Now over there, you'll see that I used these trap doors in order to make a little bit of a room divider. And we've got a little bedroom right back here. There's a chest right up there that you can access, but if you wanted to, you could even throw a little chest right here, or maybe some kind of little end table, or you know what? Let's go ahead and put a armor stand right there, because I think that'll look nice. Okay, so just like that, that is going to do it for today's build. I'm just going to throw on some random stuff onto that armor stand. But if you guys did enjoy this barn/house build, leave a like down below. And what was your favorite barn build? I really want to know, because we've got this house/barn, the llama barn. Then we've also got the farm barn down there, and then we've got the horse barn, which is kind of more like the stables. Now, in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and go around doing one last farm episode where we touch up some of these outer pens. We're going to be building a chicken coop and a silo and adding a huge wheat field to our village. So, if you're looking forward to that, hit the subscribe so you don't miss it. Now, I will see you guys next time, and until then, have a good one. Bye!